back when I was in WCW, I think it was 2000. I was at my wit's end, bro. They were going off to a tour. We just did a show at the Cow Palace. The next day, they're going on a tour overseas.
Okay.
The Giants are playing the Mets in the playoffs at Pac Bell. I'm in San Francisco. So I'm like, brother, you're either getting on that plane and going overseas or you're going to see the Giants. Bro, I got Jeremy Borash, my partner in crime at the time. I said, Jeremy, we ain't going on the tour.
Oh,
we're going to see the Giants. Here's my moment. Here's my Barry Manilow moment, Coach. I'll never forget this. So, Coach, I blew it off, bro. I blew it off. We went to the playoff game, man. We went to Mets Giants. I think it was 2000. And Coach, the teams are warming up and this and that. And you know, you know us, Coach. We always get there. Well, I'm more of a mark than you because you're in it. Always get there early, watch batting practice, and all this. So, Coach, I'm there right above the Giants dugout, and I'm watching, and bro, a bunch of the Mets come out. Remember Benny Agviella? Remember that? However you pronounce his name, they all come out. The Mets.
Absolutely.
They all, bro, about 5 or 6 of them. They're pointing in my direction, Coach.
Stop it.
And I'm looking behind me. I'm like,
who are they pointing at?
Remember the night at Roxbury? Me. So I'm looking behind, and then they go, no, you. Bro, they start throwing me baseballs and sweat. Bro, that was my greatest moment ever in my 30-year wrestling career, bro.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing. When somebody recognizes you like that, because I know when we live in the bubble, I call it the wrestling bubble or the celebrity bubble. I've never sat around and go, oh, who's watching me today? But then you meet these big celebrities and you're like, man, they're just regular dudes too, or regular women too. And they watch just like we do. They just do something else.
Right.
And that always blew my mind when I'd be recognized by another celebrity.
Yeah.
Vince, I can't even tell you. Are you used to this many super? This is amazing. This
got
is
a
amazing.
lot of super stickers,
we got a lot.
Man, and it's awesome, man. We thank you guys. We really, really do, man.
1,000%. We'll absolutely stay here as long as it takes. Aqua Ninja 89 says, "Hey, Coach, how difficult was it for you to keep a straight face during the backstage segments with The Rock and when he did the George Rockington promo?" I would say, Vince, it was not as hard as people think, because when Vince McMahon is standing there and you know that if you do laugh, that he is going to stick his foot directly up your ass, you're not laughing. Right. And you're not coming close to laughing.
Right.
Period. It's not going to happen.
What was the George Rockington promo?
I don't remember that.
Oh, I got to look that up.
I don't remember that one. We do have another one. They're saying, Coach, who was the writer after Vince left in 1999? So when I got there, Vince, Brian Gerwitz had he wasn't the lead writer for Raw yet, but he was starting to write so many of those classic Rock promos that you could see it coming.
Yeah.
You knew they were going to put it, and they did. I think maybe a year later he became the head writer of Raw, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard, and this is the thing that I always feel bad for, because, you know, making in this business is very difficult, especially right now as things are evolving, just trying to earn enough money doing certain things. And Vince, I feel bad for these writers these days, because they will advertise on LinkedIn or on all these different, you know, to get people to send in writing samples. But Vince, I don't know that they really want writers that want to come in that are super creative, that have the balls to step up in those rooms and give their ideas and say, no, that's a crappy idea. We should do this. I wish they did, but I don't think they do. Do you?
I don't think so, Coach. And I think, man, if you hire a writer that's smart, bro, that guy's going to be in there 2 to 4 weeks, and he's going to understand the landscape. He's going to know how it works. I mean, you learn, man. You learn real quickly.
Very, very quickly. All right, those are all of our super stickers today. Again, thank you guys very, very much. We will be back on what's today? Today's Monday, right?
Monday, yeah.
Good Lord, I thought it was Thursday. So I have a big So you can tease me now,
Big time.
Vince.
We're getting big time, guys. We're getting big time. We're getting big time live. This is called live big timing, courtesy of the coach. Go ahead, coach.
I have a big golf event this week. So on Thursday, I unless we do it early, which I don't like to do. I like doing it live because people want to be involved. I will not be on Thursday, but we're trying to figure out. So you and I are going to talk behind the scenes because we're getting so popular live. I feel like we need to kind of expand things just a little bit. So I want to thank everybody for being a part of it. But Vince, if it's Big Tommy on Thursday, if I hear one golf joke, you both are dead to me.
Tony Carlucci.
Tony, yeah, Tony.
Oh, bro,
Tony.
coach, I got to tell you, man, I popped so huge. I was watching because I review the Attitude Era every 2 weeks on my platform, and I was watching all Attitude Era, and there was a young Tony Carlucci. They came over to him. It was like Austin and Kane, bro. He leaped over the guardrail like a Giselle. I never saw anybody move so quick. That's my boy Tommy, bro. Amazing.
I've never heard anybody say that he moved like a gazelle.
He did,
I'll be honest
like
with
a gazelle. It was unbelievable, man.
I don't think people understand. If you're watching right now, we're talking about Big Tommy Carlucci. He's part of The Last Word. But this is a guy, you talk about things that make me feel good. He 32 years in the WWE. You talk about people that have knowledge, Vince.
Oh, God.
Tommy Carlucci has knowledge.
Yeah.
But he's never had the ability. And what did we talk about earlier in the show? Leaning into people with knowledge that are creative, that understand the business. And this is something that WWE doesn't do. Instead, they get rid of people like Tommy instead of saying, man, this is a dude 32. And so I gobbled him up. And I remember the first time I called him about doing BTT, and he goes, what do you want me to do, produce? I said, no, I want you on the air to give people your experiences so fans can understand truly what this great business is truly all about. He's one of the things I'm most grateful for is how much he's embraced doing this.
Absolutely. God bless Tommy C, man.
All right, that's going to do it for now. If you missed any part of the show, you can watch us on demand at our BTT YouTube page. And do not forget, we have The Last Word later on tonight. And the last thing, we have a big giveaway starting today. We're giving away this. It is a BTT Studios Deemer Box a Bluetooth speaker. This thing is the best on the market, and they made it for us at BTT. So you can sign up. The link is on the page, on our socials. It's going to run for a couple of weeks. Costs you nothing, and somebody's going to walk away with this Deemer Box. It's an amazing, amazing speaker. That's going to do it for us now. For Vince Russo from russosbrand.com, for producer man behind the scenes, and for all of you who take time in the middle of the day to hang out with us, it means the world to us. I am the coach. We'll see you next time. There is only one Coach and Bro Show.